Today in our whiteboard leadership moment, I want to talk about the leader's time. And there's so many things for us to do. There's so many things that we need to get accomplished, but sometimes we get so busy we don't really think about what we're doing and what possibly others could do. So we have this idea, this 5D time management concept. I just want to walk through it with you today. It may be simple, but I promise you it saved me time and time again. Lots of time to focus on the things that leaders need to focus on. So whenever something comes up, I have to ask myself, does that necessarily need to be done? Is it really going to move us forward in the vision? And if not, the first D is this: I'm just going to dump it. It was an idea, it was an option, but I'm just not going to do that. So I'm just going to dump that off my plate. I'm going to learn to say no, and I'm going to learn to disappoint people by saying I can't do everything. There's a few things that I need to be doing. Even in Mark chapter 1, when Jesus is talking to Peter and the disciples, Peter comes and says that everyone is looking for you, Jesus. And Jesus says, that's great. I'm going to go somewhere else. Jesus said no to certain things, and we need to say no as well. We just need to dump those things. The second concept, though, the idea is to delegate it. There are other people in your ministry, there are other people in your midst who have the ability to take care of this. It doesn't take the leader to do it. It doesn't take you to actually do this. There are others who have the capability and sometimes a greater passion to do these things. And you could delegate those things. A whole lot of pastors and leaders are afraid to delegate to others because they're perfectionists or because they feel like that they don't want to burden anyone else. But it could be this, that someone who can do it 80% as good as you is someone you can delegate to and then train them up in how to do it better. Or the whole idea that it's something that someone you don't really want to do, so you don't want to give someone else that opportunity to do it. Maybe they're just designed differently by God. Maybe they love doing the things that you don't like to do, and you can't actually delegate to people. People are looking and waiting for you to tell them what to do and how to help you. The third is to defer it. It may be urgent, but it's not important. Or it may be something that, you know what, it needs to be done, but it doesn't need to be done now. And you can defer that. That's great. I am going to get to it, but I'm going to do it some other time. The fourth option is to double it. There are a whole lot of things in life where, yeah, you have to do it yourself once, but you could probably train others to do it later with you. And so you find someone to train as you're doing it the first time, you go through it and do it with them. Or you may be able to double it in the sense that you can do two things at once because they're connected to each other. And then finally, if you can't dump it, if you can't delegate it, if you can't defer it, if you can't double it, I guess you're just going to have to do it. This has been a Converge Whiteboard Leadership Moment. To learn more about Converge or to join us, check out converge.org.